So why did Robert Downey Jr. want to do this movie?
Truth is, I haven't got a clue.
This movie lost over $100 million at the box office, and everyone says this is terrible. So I'm going to just watch this once while I ask a few questions.
They traveled the globe.
Why do movies set up characters by telling these prequel stories? Either show me that story or show me this story, but either way, stop telling me. So he shut the door, but how does he go grocery shopping? You gonna hand him a knife while palming the blade? Actually, in the first shot, blade out. Second shot, blade in.
He's a very odd boy.
You gonna call him a boy and not son? Boy sounds like he's not your son. And if he's not your son, why are you forcing him to go hunting? Wait, did your parent/guardian just leave you in the woods? Alone? What is this montage supposed to tell me? That this is the laziest person in the world, or that these animals are in some indentured servitude situation? How do the animals not trigger these traps? If I put a trap in my house and I told everyone about my trap, someone would accidentally trigger it by lunchtime. And I'm talking about humans. He speaks in grunts and quacks and squeaks, but we're going to hear English. Fine, I'm on board. Except, he grunts with the gorilla, quacks with the duck, squeaks at the mice. So these animals all live together and can't understand each other?
Just ignore them.
Them?
Caught yourself a boy.
Oh, one. Or is it two?
It's just a boy.
Or one?
Whatever are you doing up there?
Oh, you know, just inventing the hammock. Early testing trials.
Can you tell me if this is the home of John Dolittle?
Missed the sign? And how did you get in? If the bird is just leading everyone into the tunnel, which she is too clean to have gone through, they can't be the first visitors.
You may call me Lady Rose.
Like one word? Why are you saying your name like that?
I should never let you go.
What are we doing here? I'm starting to think that the animated prologue was unnecessary.
She's fallen gravely ill.
What? Now, can you understand her?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's it. I'm not going to ask any more questions about who can understand who. I'm ignoring all communication in a movie about communication.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Go on. Go on and be gone.
No, I don't, because you just said two wildly different things. Go on and be gone. Ugh, I am 12 minutes into this movie, guys. 12 minutes in.
Wonderful. A gorilla answering the door.
Is it yours?
You know, why are you guys so nonchalant about large carnivores?
I don't own anybody.
But judging by how they serve you, I'm guessing the cost to save a life is to give up your life.
Oh, you don't know me very well, do you?
We get a little Irish there.
Righto, let's save this squirrel, shall we?
We get a little Mrs. Doubtfire there.
There you are.
Ooh, still got it, Doc.
You want to close up the wound before you pat yourself on the back? Excuse me, have one of your animal slaves pat you on the back? Wait, Lady Rose came in a carriage? How did she get past the locked gate?
Why are you riding me? There's like 4 horses in front of us.
That's a very good question. Who else is disappointed they didn't get to see a shot with all these animals crammed into a carriage with Lady Rose?
Treat them accordingly.
So, shoot the big ones?
It's coming from a guy who loves butts.
Oh, you do love butt.
Well, I mean, to an extent, don't we all? I know how this could be better. It's very simple, really. All they need to do is...
Lean in. I'm saying something interesting.
So there's this movie star of a multi-billion-dollar movie series, and his next movie bombs with a 9-figure loss.
Sounds ridiculous. Saying it out loud.
Stitches? Don't you regrow limbs?
We've no choice but to embark on this perilous journey.
Do you think the sound guy started working this movie and then contemplated a career change?
To obtain the fruit of the Eden tree.
What?
There's a flute on an eating tree? Goodness, man, enunciate.
What?
You spent 10 seconds looking at the patient, consulted with a dog and an octopus, and decided you needed to take a super long, dangerous trip?
This perilous journey.
How come no one cares about this dog? He's wiping his butt as if that was added in post-production.
Don't make me go home.
Well, shouldn't you check in with them?
Am I talking to an animal?
Yes, you are, but that's not special. Everyone does that.
I'm speaking human. Better than any parrot ever has, eh?
Yeah, which we seem to be glossing over.
Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime?
Yes. Oh my gosh, is this Lord of the Rings? So you sneak into the kid's room, no one sees you. You leave town, and every top hat wearing constable in the tri-state area tries to chase you?
Ah, button it. Who put me in this hammock?
Oh, I figured it out. He's a drunk, right?
He's coming to finish the job!
Why are you on this
Perilous journey.
Shouldn't you be in bed rest or a nest rest?
Captain's out of my ship. Brilliant.
Who made this sign? And why did they make this sign? Is there animal-human segregation? Are the animals literate? If Dolittle made this sign, did he just go into the animal area? Or did he know the boy was going to join this
Perilous journey.
and wanted to exclude the boy from it? Having the sign makes no sense. Why are you telling me things I already know? I'm starting to think the animated prologue ruined this movie. Few things did, but it didn't help.
I think I'm beginning to understand a little bit of what the animals are saying.
So you can just understand animals by hanging around them? Dolittle was taught by Polly. Seems a lot more people would be able to understand animal linguistics if all they had to do was hang around some pets. How powerful is that telescope?
I bought a front row seat to Crazy Town!
Are we supposed to experience this film through the kid or through the squirrel? Well, it's original, I'll give them that. Do I like this film?
How is this possible?
I'm only watching this as I'm writing these questions down, so...
It was a rhetorical question!
It's a miracle. That must mean
Well, now Dolittle's not around. How are we understanding this? Never mind.
The Eden tree cannot be found on any map. The only person to ever chart a course to the tree.
Did they chart the course on a map?
But Dolittle still had questionable contacts on the island.
Dragonflies live 6 months. Dolittle hasn't been here for years, so... Ancestor?
Keep your disguise on.
You call that a disguise? The comically fake beard is not fooling anyone. Wait, what? How did that work?
I'm certain you didn't mean any of that.
You thought he liked you? All your behavior, like the sneaking and disguises and the fresh wanted posters, seem to indicate he does not like you. Why is your gate a large concrete wall? Wouldn't some iron bars be lighter? Who put a rabbit in jail?
Oh, this lucky foot? Don't worry about it, Doc, because both of my lucky feet.
Both? You have 4 feet. Am I going insane?
Don't worry about it. With a sparkling record of 872 kills.
Holy crap, all from Banderas' orders? Dolittle's father-in-law is a monster.
Whoa, Polly.
But he knows Polly? Guess it's just the world's oldest insect. Randy little dragonfly, isn't he?
Be a darling and grab my dynamite, will you?
Oh gosh, the polar bear was already holding the dynamite? Man, half these animals are psychopaths. Your most precious possession and last link to your daughter, and you put it near this many unattended candles?
What do they offer you, Mudfly? To murder the Queen of England?
Quite a few things, actually.
So he just admitted to killing the queen in front of all these soldiers, who are sworn to protect the queen. Are they all corrupt or deaf?
My father was right about me. I should have been an omelet.
My dad said he was going out for a pack of seals one night and never came back.
Is this why you're still hanging with Dolittle? Everyone's got family hang-ups, and you're getting therapy from a doc who has huge family hang-ups.
What is this feeling? I'm all warm and fuzzy inside.
I don't know. Maybe you're becoming that omelet. What are you doing with those scissors?
The doctor's here, seeking new patients.
Shouldn't you be hiding? You're on an island of a king who still wants to kill you.
Plimpton and Yoshi are getting along?
Is that their illness? Yoshi is chronically cold. Plimpton's problem, I assume, is that he's Kumail Nanjiani stuck in the body of an ostrich.
He makes a strong argument.
Irony is me wanting to kill you.
We just recreating definitions of words today? This is weird, right? The floorboards break, but there's still wood there. This looks like practical effect that was supposed to get cleaned up with CG, but production cut corners. Which, when you look at it, cut corners is the theme of the movie.
But how do we do that?
Whales boil.
What? Whales boil? Whales poil? Will spoil? I don't know.
We found him! Follow us!
Follow you? I thought you were towing them. Is that a map of a place that...
Cannot be found on any map.
Foxfire fungus.
Foxfire what? Lay off the booze, Dolittle. So why did Robert Downey Jr. want to do this movie?
Truth is, I haven't got a clue. How does ignorance feel? Well, very freeing, actually.
This explains a lot about people these days. So, weird question to ask when you're in the climax. What is the target age demographic for this movie? It's got adult themes of grief mixed with juvenile humor and childish antics, and oh yeah, this guy's head just got chewed off.
I know protecting the trees you had duty.
Did someone say duty?
Everybody knows what to do.
You guys done this before? This isn't your first dragon enema?
I've seen armies of every kind.
What armies? I thought this was a super secret island that
cannot be found on any map.
The queen's about to die. You know who we should have at her bedside? A bunch of randos and soldiers. Good news, we've cast you in a movie. What's the bad news? How do you feel about close-ups?
Lord Batchley did poison the queen. What? He did?
I've spoken to ladybugs. Making a wish before they fly away.
Is now the right time? So is the movie good? I do feel bad for the $100 million loss, because that producer is probably never going to work again. Oh. Well, she'll be fine. And I'm sure this is gonna be a big loss of money. Certainly won't see this more than once. If we could walk with the Downeys, talk with the Downeys, grunt and squeak and squawk with the Downeys, they would blame corporate schmuck.